Okay. We got 14 viewers. This is a good time to start. Hello everyone. This is going to be the best of luck. I can't type in chat at the same time. This is the first one-shot match of the summer that I'm going to be putting on my Twitch channel. This is about a diamond level 1v1. Hope is actually a GC 1 and 2s, and I'm going to keep calling him Jagrr, even though I know it's pronounced Jagrr. Jagrr is a champ 2 in 2s right now. So both these players higher 2s players than they are 1s players, but both still pretty exceptional. Hope is a junior from North Eugene High School, competed at the George Fox University Invitational. Placed third out of 4 teams and almost actually took down the team that won the tournament in a best of 3, going up 1 game in the series and also having a 2-0 lead in the second game. Hope almost was a part of the North Eugene team that got an upset win against the eventual winners of the tournament. But Jagrr also has a lot of accomplishments to himself. He has played for the Wilsonville junior varsity team his entire 2 years at Wilsonville, but that junior varsity team has always been exceptional, averaging around a Diamond 3 Champ 1 rank, placing top 16 in HSEL very consistently. Jagrr's an incredible player. Hold on, if it's so good, you can hear me all right? Or you crash?
Yep, I can still hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Looking really solid to start here. Just kind of feeling each other out. Hope with a nice double touch there. Jagrr wasn't able to recover off that kickoff. Strong start here from Hope.
Yeah, and honestly, I really do not have a clue of how this is going to go, because both these players are a bit more rough around the edges for 1s compared to their 2s game modes, but they still are incredibly, incredibly capable. And I think at this rank range, you're seeing a lot of really good outplays sometimes, but you're also seeing a lot of mistakes. So it looks silly, but there's also a lot of actually decent execution. So it makes this quite entertaining. I think realistically, if I had to bet money on this, I honestly wouldn't feel comfortable doing it for either way. I guess maybe Hope from North Eugene, because a little bit higher in 2s, and they guys have very similar 1s ranks, but I really don't know who to bet on in this.
And this series really could go the distance here. I think you mentioned that their 2s ranks tend to be a little bit higher than their 1s. I'm expecting, I think a lot of goals off of potential overcommits, but we'll be seeing how these players try to look for different outplays, utilizing those sidewalls, trying to use those 2v2 mechanics in this mode. And I think this one's really going to come down to who's got the better execution for the day.
And I think one thing that also is already kind of showing a little bit, I'm going to properly say it this time, Jagrr was mentioning to me about his 1s kickoffs that he's been working on, and they seem quite good. That is a great aerial challenge too, showing that Jagrr's already very much adapted to Hope's, a lot more comfortable in the air compared to the average Diamond 1s player. And Jagrr's already challenging early, so great field awareness. But also, that kickoff of Jagrr really seems to already be quite solid. He's been talking to me about it, how he's been quite confident in it, and it is showing, as he does end up passing the ball away to Hope. Hope will put in the 4th and go up by 3.
Yeah, it was really nice. Sticking around the midfield there, just patrolling, looking out for any loose touches that Jagrr had. I like Jagrr's idea, looking for that possession in his corner, setting up a dribble, but wasn't able to keep it quite under control there. Nice kickoff win here from Hope. Taking some time controlling it. These kickoff possessions from the sidewall with 100 boosts are so deadly.
Oh yeah, and especially
Start to see Hope building a lead here.
Yeah, and for a player like
Going
Hope
up
too,
5-1.
who's so comfortable in the air, generally a little bit more of an advantage to her whenever she gets that kickoff win. I imagine she's quite comfortable getting those wins consistently.
She's got a strong kickoff here. Taking it back to this corner. Oh, Jagrr's going to swipe the boost out under Hope. Keep possession here. Is he able to get around? He is.
And great haste to get
These
this.
kickoff possessions so important in this 1v1.
I have a feeling too our mics are a little bit. We're getting some mic delay also, so sorry if you guys keep hearing us cut one another off. There's a bit of mic delay on our ends, but that was a great hustle from Jagrr to get that corner boost and then capitalized. A lot of direct goals from kickoffs too. So a kickoff's already playing a lot more of an impactful role than I'd expect at this level of 1s. Seems like really early possession has been rewarding both players greatly.
Nice stop there from Jagrr. Hope looking to keep this back to her corner, like that full boost. I think one of the outplay potentials here is, as they're trying to keep possession and bait the other player in, just looking for these small touches around and keeping enough boost in the reserve to recover. A nice 50 here from Hope. A little bit of an opening, puts away the open net. 6-2.
Already reaping a lot of the benefits again of this great possession game, and back getting a lot of possession with a good challenge game, and you're certain to run away with a good lead. I mean, Hope already looks incredibly confident, and I'm not super surprised to see her playing this way and see her excelling at it, because if you can, with as mechanical as she is, if she can keep getting possession of the ball, then she's going to win games. It's really up to Jagrr to find some creative ways to dispossess Hope and not let her continuously take possession over and over again.
And I want to see Jagrr stay confident throughout this whole match. Hope might get you one or two times. She's showing off some solid mechanics in the air, but Jagrr should stay vigilant. Look for these touches away. Try to keep this pressure on Hope. Try to make it so that she's got some uncomfortable first touches that often can help disrupt those mechanics. Here's Hope dispossesses Jagrr. Gets another clearing up the wall, but that's exactly those early challenges, that pressure that I'm looking for Jagrr to keep on Hope.
Hope again with another air dribble. This might get punished early. Seems like, although Jagrr's very well aware and definitely not afraid to come up with an early challenge game, definitely still seems to have a tough time reading Hope accurately. But it seems like the confidence and the bravery from Jagrr is not the issue. It's just the read of the play.
Yeah, Hope's doing a great job here of creating solid opportunities for herself. And she's really doing well in terms of that execution. She seems to be capitalizing a lot when she is setting up. Here we see it again, a possession and a full boost. Looking for that 50-50. Quick recovery. Might not be able to get quite around this one, but the opportunities are there. Hope is keeping really solid pressure in the blue half. Looking for these early challenges as she's retreating. Trying to cut down the space and not give Jagrr any room for these solid ground game dribbles that he's trying to set up.
Again, too, something I've also just noticed is that Hope is really not shy to really constrict Jagrr into tough spots. It seems like a lot of the time when Jagrr can get some possession, the early challenge comes out pretty quickly. It seems like one thing that I think Diamonds have definitely evolved a lot more in, and especially might just also come from their twos background, is they're really not afraid to try to get the ball off one another. They're really not scared of one another, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, how does it feel to have someone all over you, when you're trying to control the ball and set up your plays? It makes it uncomfortable, it makes it hard to play, and so that's exactly the type of pressure that these players are looking to keep on each other. And here we see Hope looking to take it back to the corner, gets a little bit of a bump. That last play, the physicality from Jagrr, like to see that, creating space. Here's Hope again, taking it over the top of Jagrr. A really clean air dribble from that right side wall. See this first touch, lofts it up, gets a nice little follow underneath. The pop over, another quick touch follow as soon as she sees Jagrr up. 8-3.
Well, I'm sure entertaining, because I did not expect this 1v1 to have more air dribbles than ground dribbles. It really seems like the main reason why Hope is able to get so rewarded for every offensive drive is that I don't think Jagrr is ever used to having to defend a once player that, although being in a similar rank range, is just so, not reliant, but so capable in the air compared to a lot of the other ones players I imagine he's been usually playing during his practice. And I know Jagrr has said that he's in quite good form, and that I think he actually is pretty close to his ones peak right about now. I don't think he's too far off it. So good showing to Hope to show how much surprise that she's able to put Jagrr under. And that will be a 5-goal victory for Hope in Game 1. The North Eugene Highlander starts out strong.
Yeah, Jagrr just looking to get a little bit of a momentum to go into Game 2 here. Remind everyone at home what the series length is.
It'll be a best of 5. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah.
Game 1 here, going to Hope. And just as you said, I mean, one thing that's, I think, really stood out from Hope's play in terms of a play style that I've seen here from Game 1 is, a lot of players will take opportunities in the air as they come to them in ones. They'll look for the ground dribbles, but then, get a nice setup up the wall. You take that. Hope's really looking to create those aerial opportunities, always looking to get that roll up the wall, always looking to set up off of these, first touch pops. Very clearly in her game plan, and we'll see how Jagrr can adjust here. A little bit of a car change here, I believe, from Hope.
Yeah.
Switching to the breakout for game
I was
two.
gonna mention that too. A car change after a game win, especially into a very flat car, that seems a little odd, and I wouldn't expect that. To go to a car so far away from the Octane hitbox after winning a game, you'd expect Hope to have been the one who lost the game by a 5-goal score line if you're seeing that big of an adjustment, but maybe this is something that Hope likes to do a lot, is switching to this flat car. I'm a little surprised to see this car. I haven't seen it in a while.
Well, I might be a little bit biased as a Dominus main, but Hope, I think, has just found the light of the flat car way. We see a flip reset follow-up there. Hope starting out strong with the breakout change.
Yeah, this was incredible. I mean, I don't think she needed the reset, but she did get it. That was already showing a lot of flair and a lot of confidence. I wonder how Jagrr is going to respond, because he is familiar with defending these players. This isn't something that Jaeger's never seen before, but has he calibrated to and truly understands how to defend a player like this? Not so sure about that. But again, very confident in Jaeger's abilities to defend this. Let's see if he can prove me right. As someone who has actually been a teammate of mine for a while, I went to high school with this kid, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts clawing the series back, and that is he will, as he ties the game up with 4 minutes to go. But I'm really curious to see how Jagrr will respond after game 1.
I think it's going to come down to staying on Hope, making sure, you know, I mentioned she's trying to set up these clean wall plays, right? She's gotten a lot of opportunities off of those rolls up the wall, off those clean first touch pops off the ground, but on those spots, it felt like Jagrr was just a little bit too far away, right? He either maybe didn't have enough boost, but that last play was great. I mean, he followed Hope all the way to that side wall as Hope was trying to create that space and set up that play, and we see it here again. Jagrr's willing to turn here early with some confidence and some boost, baiting Hope into those 50s, and clean recovery there. Jagrr able to capitalize and take the lead here 2-1 with 3:43 left.
Yeah, again, and Jagrr's just scored 2 goals at the ground. He's keeping the ball low, and he's making it frustrating for Hope. This is a good adjustment on offense. I like what I'm seeing so far.
I like the willingness here. Hope with the clean pop, a couple twists underneath. Jagrr with the early challenge, doesn't quite connect, but stops Hope's play on the setup. Staying strong on the goal line. Hope capitalizing, pops it over Jagrr.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm very, very glad that I keep seeing this happen over and over again. I think there's something to learn by watching not just Hope go for these attempts over and over again, but seeing how Jagrr is defending them. I think the safe observation I make here is that, again, it seems like Jagrr is very familiar with this. It's just about getting that challenge game right. And when you have someone with Hope who's so efficient and honestly very, very impressive for her to keep up this pace so much and have so much mechanical ability. And I've watched a lot of her improvement. She's got a lot of flair and a lot of capabilities. So Jagrr slowly getting it down. And again, as he scores another goal on the ground here. But realistically, how much he's going to adapt, I don't have a clue. But I'm excited to see this series unfold and see just how dialed in Jagrr can get and how much these players can be forced to adapt to one another.
I like the boost steals that Jagrr's going for here, right? We've seen Rose really capable, taking advantage of the full boost and possession opportunities that she's had. So Jagrr's trying to take away one of those elements, right? Trying to take away a possession or take away a boost. Trying to just make it a little bit more awkward on these setups for Hope. And he's making it easier for himself on defense as well. We see more quality touches on these saves. Jagrr adjusting here, getting some more possessions. A long shot coming out. Asking a question on Hope's defense. She does get the save. Jagrr recycling this possession now. See if he can pick up a couple of boost pads to keep this in their corner. He's going to have to retreat for now, though.
Hope is definitely a lot more comfortable keeping possession for long periods of time. It seems like there's a lot less of free giveaways that you normally see at not even just her 1's rank, but her 2's rank. She seems a lot more comfortable keeping the ball close, and she doesn't give it away for free too often. It's quite impressive to watch.
Both of these players really utilizing those soft touches in defense. Again, those hard challenges, trying to create some chaos in the midfield. Get, you know, maybe a bounce to go their way. Have their opponent inched out just a little bit off of those rebounds. Hope setting up off the back wall here. Getting the flip reset to recycle this. 33 boosts to work with. Gonna go for the low. Gets the block. Trying to cut this into the net. Doesn't quite have the angle, but she gets another cut. Jagrr scrambling to recover here. He does solid himself. Another 50 between the two players. Hope looks like she's going to be able to drive it in. A lot of really strong 50s there at the edge of the blue box.
And everyone who's played
Now
ones
from
before
Hope in the breakout.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Everybody who's played ones before is quite familiar with having a shot go slightly off target or a challenge be slightly inaccurate and for it to just be shy of the net. And it's such a hard scramble sometimes to get back around in front of that ball and get it into the net. Great job from Hope to take a 50 after not getting the first successful challenge and allow herself to tie the game here. Jagrr will start off with possession in the back corner, see what he can work with this. 60 boost in the tank, opts to go to the other wall. Could he pinch this? He's going to go off the wall. He's going to go off the wall, off the ceiling. How he's going to follow up with this, end up catching it on the ground, drops it to the back corner.
Yep, Hope able to recycle that possession, just kind of wait out the attack a little bit, right? Trying to conserve resources. Gets the pop over Jagrr right there with that last little touch. This is something that Squishy Muffin's really popularized. He's very deceptive with his boost amounts and how to use it. Jagrr thought Hope might have been out of boost there. Hope able to use the last little bit of boost to get that final pop over. This is a 4-3 game in Hope's favor heading into this final minute. Jagrr gets bumped in the midfield. Hope recycling this play.
Good challenge for Jagrr.
Coming off of the wall. Tries for the pop. Jagrr with a solid challenge. Oh, an opportunity potentially.
This from Hope will turn the ball in. Jagrr will end up tying the game. Again, this has definitely been the most shifty game where I believe each player has had the lead twice, if I'm correct. I think maybe Hope has only had it once. But a lot of fight in constantly reclaiming the lead. 27 seconds left to go. What's going to happen?
I think these players have settled into this match. Just as I say it, caster curse. Jagrr scrambling on the recovery. I mean, it's an awkward position. He just flips the wrong way, puts it in. He needs a strong kickoff here to bring it back. 20 seconds. I mean, we've seen crazier things in ones. 1-goal lead can change even with no time left, keeping it up. Trying to create some space there with a bump. Hope looking just to take... Hope's taking another shot here. And gets the demo. This one might be sealed. Hope takes it in. 1 second left. Game 2 is going to be going to Hope. 6-4.
So now Jagrr is going to be forced to reverse sweep if he wants to get this win. But he definitely played a much better game this time compared to the previous, cutting the amount of margin he lost by over half. I'm curious to see how this game 3 is going to play out.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Jagrr, right, I've settled into this match. I've got my game plan, keep the pressure up. Everything was working with, trying to starve those resources out. This is a great, hard-fought match here. This is exactly what you want to see. Good adjustments from game 1 and, keep applying those same concepts. It was 4-4 going into the last, 25 seconds. So, Jagrr, I hope won't be too discouraged going into this game 3. Still right in this match.
Yeah, it was a really on-the-ropes game. That was really funny, by the way, just looking at that goal replay at the end where Jagrr saved his own shot at the... Sorry, I got distracted by that goal replay. But are these players going to... Do they get players to go?
I saw he was sliding out upside down.
Yeah, that made me giggle a little bit. Okay, players can join in. Yeah, game 3 underway. Let's see if Jagrr can adjust and what he will do. Hope back in the octane, though, for game 3. Going back to the same card she started off with in game 1. Jagrr now, space in the back end, opts to air dribble. Maybe not, ends up touching the ground. Hope will challenge it. Now Jagrr might have a free ball in the midfield if Hope doesn't get there in time. Hope will catch it and try to take it to her own back corner. But Jagrr pursues her down, and this should be a goal for Jagrr if he can turn around in time. Not able to get that cut through, and now the ball will go flying back to the blue end.
Yeah, you like to see pressure coming out from Jagrr. I liked the physicality. We saw a little bit of that in game 1. Didn't see as much of it in game 2, but didn't seem too punished for it. But, I mean, you win the physical battle in ones, you're just opening up opportunities for yourself to, take more shots, have more openings, beat your opponent, make them use boosts that they don't want to use. So really like to see Jagrr try to take advantage of those moments to try and chase down Hope or make her car a little bit more awkward. A tough turn, though, from Jagrr off the wall. Misses the read, and Hope punishes with about a 3/4 field shot.
Yeah, it might be enough for the long goal accolade if I'm correct. Tie game here with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah, I think long shot. It probably is. I think it's past half field. I don't know. I think it's
about the 3/4 line.
Yeah, probably. I think it's like the back quarter. Has to be something around that mark. I think you're on the right. Jagrr does get that corner boost win. Now we're able to walk it off the wall. Hope challenges on the ground, but still Jagrr able to get the 50 win. How will he work with this ball in the corner? Tries to get another 50. Tries to draw out Hope. Ends up going below her and gets his second goal. Jagrr getting the lead twice in game 1 or 3. I can't count.
Yeah, taking the 2-1 lead here. Jagrr's just keeping the pressure in the corners, not trying to give Hope as much space. Staying on the ball. Best he can, you know. Hope takes it to the right, I'm following to the right. Hope takes it to the left, I'm following to the left. Trying to create
Jagrr went flying.
Set up some starve traps. Opportunity there potentially for Jagrr. Had an interception angle, didn't quite get the contact he was looking for, but the ideas are there.
Oh, here we go.
Hope setting up the space, looking to punish. Jagrr with the back wall, off the wall save. Looking to take advantage of this open net. 3-1 to Jagrr. Just below 2 minutes gone in this game.
That would have been an incredible goal from Hope if Hope was able to get it in, but a great challenge game by Jagrr to stop it. That wasn't a poor shot, just a great defensive stride from Jagrr. And now Jagrr will extend his lead to 2.
Yeah, I feel like both players are stepping up to the opportunity. They are, you know, any potential nerves that we saw in game 1. I know these players were excited to get going and start facing off against each other. Hope with the long field. I'd hold that thought. A long field flick. Hope looking to try and claw away at this lead a little bit. She says, I see you with these early challenge approaches. I'm just going to flick it over the top of you. Make sure you stay disciplined.
And that was a flick I honestly didn't even see coming. I looked away to read Twitch chat when I saw her start dribbling. I should have been paying closer attention. Hope will cut down the lead to just 1. Let's see if Jagrr can extend it back to 2. Let's the ball go on the ground. Wins a challenge in the corner. Might be able to pick this thing up again first. Hope in hot pursuit. Hope now. Trying to get this ball off the wall. Gets it 1 flick. Only for Jagrr to slam the ball off the wall. Who will go claim this ball first? Hope will. Air dribble attempt again. Well defended by Jagrr. This could be a goal if he can score this. Jagrr not able to wrap around the ball. This will turn into a counterattack for Hope. And Hope might miss this. This might not be in. No, we will be on a tie game. 3-3 in game 3.
Yeah. Jagrr just didn't quite get the touch around, didn't quite get the cut he was looking for, but the opportunities are there. Coming down to that execution I mentioned earlier. But as these players continue on, get a little bit further into this series, who knows? I mean, nerves could rise again. These games have been very close, these last 2. Jagrr looking to take some mid control here. Try to keep this pressure up, grabbing the back corner boost, setting up these boost starve traps. Hope looking for the demo. Another bump from Jagrr. Here's the runaway. He's able to slot it this time right down the middle. Gets his 4th goal of the game. Nice little bump in the backfield there on the 50. Trying to defend that goal line. Hope was getting very aggressive on that back line. Stays strong.
Now again, this might be the first time that Jagrr has been able to deny Hope from getting a lead throughout the game, throughout the whole series. 3 minutes without Hope being able to get the lead at all. And hey, I have no bias who wins this series, but I sure hope this goes to game 5 because we got 17 viewers right now. We've been having as high as 21. I'd love for this to go to game 5 so we can get some good streamer viewership. But again, no bias on who ends up winning the series. Jagrr now trying to run away in the corner. Hope pursues him down. Try maybe a dribble attempt. Jagrr challenges before Hope catches the ball. But Hope wins the 50, able to wrap around the ball again. Maybe get a shot. Not able to get through. Hope has 1 more shot attempt. Denied by Jagrr. This could be a goal if Jagrr can put this on target. Open net, slotted in. 5-3, 2-goal lead with 1:10 remaining.
Yeah, I mean, these players have been neck and neck right since the beginning of game 2. Game 1 was pretty in Hope's favor, but as I mentioned, yeah, I think the players were just excited to get in here, and Hope had some very clean execution off of her dribble plays. Jagr's made some adjustments. A squishy save coming out from Jagrr to keep that one out with no boost. I mean, Jagrr is just trying to stay strong. He's changed up the pace a little bit, trying to keep a little bit more speed as these plays are developing, trying to starve Hope out. There's another boost starve. Hope's going to need to retreat here. Jagrr controls this to corner, looking to set up another long shot. These long shots have been really working out for Jagrr. This one's going to also fall in. Jagrr extends his lead to 3 with 39 seconds remaining in this game 3.
This series has been heavily reliant on the counterattack for Jagrr, as especially now, I think this might play in the Jagr's favor, as again, with Hope coming out very strong, heavy air dribble game, hard to defend, and as Jagrr has slowly been able to adapt. In a long series like this where Jagrr has plenty of time to see what Hope is doing, and especially with him having such a good counterattack game that he does, this might end up playing in Jagr's favor, and he might be able to pick up more wins if Hope is not able to adapt. 13 seconds left. It seems like Jagrr will certainly win this game unless Hope scores right here. Hope will not. This will be another goal for Jagrr. 7-3 scoreline in game 3, and Jagr's got a game win.
Yeah, just clean execution this game from Jagrr. You mentioned those counterattacks. They've been really strong. Jagr's been looking to step a foot in when Hope's getting kind of some in-between touches on setups. Trying to set up, just the clean plays, those aerial plays that were so, reliable in the first 2 games. But Jagr's finding those openings, finding those windows. Puts the series at 2-1 for Hope. Nightbot is having some fun in the Twitch chat.
Oh yeah, I feel a little bad. I don't know what you were saying, Water Bottle, but if you were spamming emotes, that's definitely not bad at all. Oh, I don't have a face cam right now. Oops. Okay, that'll get that done for you, Opbomb. I will get doing that, but we're in the middle of a show match right now. Actually, I'll do it in the middle of a show match. Hold on. I'm going to hit ready up, and you're going to start casting while I get these done. Let's hope I don't breathe too heavy in the mic.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Use the
oh,
button.
no. Oh, no.
All good, all good.
No, I'm no. Oh, I'm about to get swole. Oh, no. Yeah, oh, no. You can tell him go. Okay, you're going to be casting for a little bit. Let me get to work.
I don't know how many you got to do, but best of luck. Well, game 4 kicking off here. Strong kickoff win here for Hope. Looking to take the boost, get that possession going in the corner. There's more physicality, a demo coming out for Jagrr as he swipes control away. Gets the full boost, setting up the aerial play. Recycling here, getting the catch, looking for the outplay. Another demo coming out from Jagrr. Going to keep this another 3rd recycle here on this play. Tries to set up hard shot, but doesn't quite get the contact he's looking for. Hope with a quick counterattack down the middle. Forces a save out of Jagrr. Hope now looking to do some recycling as well. Didn't quite get the touch up the wall, but looks for this control in the back corner. Here we see the spot that she's been so comfortable in all show match. Looking for a 50-50 off of this catch. Gets the boost starve. Might be able to continue this play, but doesn't quite get the 50-50 she was looking for in the corner. Jagrr with the turtle here takes the lead rather, 1-0. Sounds like Connor might be back.
Good looking game. I still got some work to do. I'm gonna take some intervals so I can watch this game. I'm currently at 25, guys, so I still got some work, but I have at 25. I'm gonna take some work to enjoy the game.
There's just been some solid 50-50s coming out from Jagrr these last couple games. He's been winning more challenges, setting himself up for better angles to take the challenges from Hope. Hope looking for this control here, playing off of a couple pads, gets the cut right around, puts it bottom right corner, ties this game up. I mean, Jagr's putting in more of these early challenges. I think the adjustment from Hope is to look for more of these small pads and try to just keep the ball, look for these, early challenges, try to set up, tough to take angles, look for more of those cuts, catches. But Jagrr looking to take advantage of this 50-50 win, sets up a wall play. Hope gets the touch out to the side. A little bit of a stall here in the midfield. Is that enough to quite the bounce that she wanted.
Now, I'm just going to clarify this moment real quick for the YouTube video. For those who aren't watching, I'm trying to figure out how to turn this off, but people are currently redeeming channel points to make me do push-ups. So I'm currently doing push-ups in the middle of the series, so I'm not getting to watch this very good series we have on our hands. I'm taking little breaks to get to watch a little bit. But my Twitch chat is evil, so I am going to have to get to work.
How many? What's the total amount you got right now?
270.
Okay, yeah. Good luck to your arms. Jagrr looking for the flick now. Hope saves it away. Sets up this back corner possession. Looking for these opportunities to take it around Jagrr. Has it on net. Just these small touches, these dribbles. Hope's just trying to simplify things a little bit. Gets the pop over. Jagrr looking for that early challenge. Jagrr's just trying to find these windows again. Hope is trying to make that difficult. Hope takes the lead here, but still got half the game left, rather. Jagrr doesn't quite get the kickoff he's looking for. Hope runs it away. Puts in the open net. Bottom left. Takes a 2-goal lead here. Jagrr doesn't quite get the flip he was looking for off of the kickoff. Let's see if he can get a kickoff win here. He does, looks like. This might be tough to control with boost and ball, though. Hope looking to put a wheel in early on it. More physicality coming out from Jagrr. I feel like Hope's got to start seeing these demos coming a little bit more, trying to take safer paths away. Jagrr is still applying that pressure, making sure that Hope can't settle for even just a moment without her head on the swivel. Cuts the lead to 1 now with 2:22 remaining. Shout out, Armando was right. Jagrr looking to put this, gets the fake, and is able to put in the goal. Bottom corner, bottom left. I think Hope just tried to recover a little bit too quickly there off the kickoff. I think went for the mid boost. Wasn't able to quite get back comfortably. Had to dive at the first go that Jagrr might have been able to take, which was fake. Jagrr looking to take control here. Hope gets the boost steal underneath. This could be a little bit awkward here. See what Hope can do to create the space. Take advantage of it here. This is where she was so strong in these first couple of games.
Opportunity.
Sets up the open field dribble. Oh,
This
he's
could
back.
be dangerous. Oh, the own goal. Oh, no. Nah, that probably was going in either way. Jagrr put himself in an incredibly tough spot after losing this 50. But after that 50, he has some work to do, and he did not execute.
Tough read off the corner. I mean, Hope did really well creating that open field space and then meeting Jagrr with a 50-50 with a lot of speed and a really nice goal side angle to win that to the corner. And that hard ricochet off can be so hard to read with low boost, as Jagrr was looking to recover after that 50. He's in another similar situation here, trying to come back here with low boost, tries to put in that early challenge. Hope. She's starting to see these coming in. Jagrr switch up and be a little deceptive on these because Hope's got eyes on him right now, and she's putting this ball right around her, or right around him rather.
Now, no matter what happens this series, Jagrr definitely knows he has some homework to do on his challenge game, but it is very, very hard to defend a player like Hope. And with 80 seconds to go, Jagrr has to get 2. And with no boost to work with and an offensive drive, Hope will get the breezy flick to extend the lead to 3. What an incredible shot by the junior Highlander.
Breezy flick. Hope is starting to get that confidence from the first couple games back. Takes a 3-goal lead here with just over a minute remaining. Jagrr's got to score, I think, on this next possession. Get some momentum back. Like this, taking it around. Takes it up the wall, recovers here. Gets the pop, takes the 50. There's more physicality. Can he put it on net? He does. Cuts the lead back to 2. Jagrr looking to make a last-minute comeback here.
And great hustle for Jagrr,
his
putting a
show
lot of
match life.
pressure. Oh, sorry to keep cutting you up. A lot of pressure on the ball from Jagrr.
No.
And then a great
All
bump.
good.
Jagrr does breathe life back into the series. And with a full boost possession, hard shot to the left. Hope will deny it away. Seconds winding down, but aggression from Jagrr might help him get this win back. And you'll get one more goal. 40 seconds left. And you'll have to score at least 2 to win this game. But he's only 1 away from a tie game.
I mean, this is what you see in 1v1 leads. They can crumble. They can go away quickly. Oh, that shot just goes off. Hope looking to counterattack here, but Jagrr with a quick recovery after getting that corner boost. Puts an awkward ball. Hope does well. Gets the touch out, looking for the follow. Hope's just looking to time waste, trying to make Jagrr burn some time here. Put the pressure on.
Here comes the counter.
Takes it up the wall. Hope. Oh, might have overextended.
Oh, the fake! Oh, what an incredible fake!
Jagrr with the fake.
Hope drops the K-in shot. Definitely.
Oh.
That is tough to concede if you're moments away from winning a show match. But Jagrr suddenly breathes life back into his series run. One more goal for a game win for Jagrr.
Oh, and the kickoff runaway. Hope with the recovery and the 50. Be okay for now. And might even have a counterattack opportunity here.
Oh, brave from Jagrr to cut that ball off early.
The catch. Going to overtime.
Kickoff win for Jagrr. This might be it. We will go to Game 5 after
We're going
an
to Game
overtime
5.
win.
Oh, man. Really strong hook kickoff there from Jagrr. Pulls to that same wall that he spawned on the kickoff. And Hope just played it to that same side. They were both hooking to the right. Plays it off the wall and was able to get the open net. Man, I mean, you called it right from the start. You thought this was going to go to Game 5, and we've got ourselves a Game 5. These two players, I mean, do you think it might just come down to nerves in this? The pressure is on, you know? The stakes are here. Winner take all, right?
Well, I really don't know because I got some more push-ups to do. But if I had to take a guess, I think there's a lot of work to do for Hope to adjust to Jagrr's challenge game now. But she has had the game completely in her hands. That was a 4-goal swing for Jagrr to get this game back. And we will now start with Game 5. How will this series end?
I mean, you put us on Champs Field. This is exactly what these players. I mean, I'm sure these players wouldn't want this to go any other way. This is, you know, where the stakes are here. This is what you play for. These show matches, you know, they just add a little bit extra to it. It means a little bit more to these players, right? When more's on the line, right? Jagrr, oh, isn't quite able to turn in the open net. Looking to get some boost steals though. Set up a pressure play. Just into the left side wall. Going for the flip reset. Gets it here. It's a wave dash pop. Looking for the shot. Hope stays patient. Puts to the side wall. Jagrr able to defend the musty flick from Hope, but Hope gets a little bit of a trip up on Jagrr. Scores the first goal here in Game 5, and I mean, after the swing that happened last game, that's got to feel good for Hope. Just, you know, coming out strong out of the gate. She knows that she had that last game, but it's got to feel great coming out of the gate strong with a, you know, even just a trip up right. That small stuff, these little interactions on these bumps, they can mean the difference here. Hope another trip up there on the wall, puts it away. And Jagrr's gotta adjust here. Hope starting to get a little physical. That physicality was way swinging in Jagrr's favor. Even the first 4 games, it felt like. But Hope looking for more of those opportunities, you know, on these challenges, trying to swipe through, make sure that Jagrr's not recovering cleanly. I mean, we might see a kickoff goal here. Jagrr does recover. Hope looking to set up this aerial play, right? She's used that physicality to back Jagrr off, looking to take it in the air. Gets the dunk. A clean air dribble over the top from the same corner. And gets the first couple pops there and just looks to take advantage of the boost differential between the two players.
I mean, it's a great adaptation, too, the way she's done it. She's done it by playing sticky Rocket League. After seeing Jagrr finally getting a lot of possession drives, now she's playing extremely constrictive. Not a lot of room for Jagrr to work with, not really much area on the pitch to work with, where there isn't some kind of pressure being put on the ball. Hope is being rewarded for a vicious challenge game in Game 5. And Jagrr seemed to have jumped a little too early,
Yeah,
and Hope will now go up to 4
we see
goals.
from Jagrr here, he's just trying to look.
Sorry, continue. I know we got some mic delay.
I mean, no, it's all good. It's all good. I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries. Again, we got some streaming issues to work out with because this is our first time. Sorry for those who are going to be watching on the YouTube VOD. But Jagrr, very early challenge, not able to cut this off, though. This will turn into a 5th goal for Hope. Jagrr really getting desperate to find a way to dispossess Hope. And he challenges early. I mean, this was very, 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 very aggressive. And Hope was able to see it coming.
I think Jagrr, I mean, he's just trying to find those same challenge windows that were working so well for him in games 3 and 4, right? We saw so many of those counterattack potentials, and I mean, Hope is just looking to try and run away with this, trying to say, you know what? I see how much you've been on the ball, and I'm not going to let you do that anymore. You've been boost starving me the last couple of games. How does it feel to get boost starved a little bit? And pace is just, it's been a little bit too much for Jagrr to keep up with. He isn't able to get these big pads that Hope is stealing away from him. But here we might see a counter or a kickoff goal. Doesn't quite go in for Jagrr. And I mean, the physicality, the boost stars have all been going in Hope's favor. I mean, she's really looking to just kind of make life as hard as she can for Jagrr.
And Jagrr really trying to challenge early to get on top of this challenge game. Hope will miss a wide open net, but Jagrr will miss the ball too. So we'll end up staying in the 6-0 scoreline. Hope will now try to get another flipper set attempt off the wall. Jagrr with no boost to challenge will be able to get to this ball on the ground and send this ball trailing back down to the orange half.
Oh man, a pre-jump here from Jagrr off the ceiling. Hope privy to it right away. Pops that ball right past Jagrr on that. Around again, but Jagrr stays strong this time. Looking to just keep this ball in awkward positions, but Hope's able just to recycle these corner boosts and get right back around. We're going to see it again. Corner boost grab, take it up the wall. We're seeing so many of these comfortable positions, but Jagrr finally is able to get some boost and stick a foot in, try to get this ball out of his half.
But this is not looking good for Jagrr, though. This might be the 7th goal for Hope. Very, very comfortable, and Jagrr's had to get desperate for goals early. Now Jagrr really has no choice but to send everything to the wall, even more than he had to early on. 7-0 scoreline in Game 5.
And she might even get another one here. Looks for the pop, trying to set something up, trying to bait Jagrr out even more. Jagrr stays strong this time, though. Wait until that shot comes on, and then he's going to try and get the interception. Start a possession of his own here. Tries to get the outplay there. Hope with an early challenge from the corner. Looking to set up a different position here in the net. Trying to get, just, you know, trying to throw Jagrr off a little bit. Jagrr, there's an early challenge. This is what was working out for him in games 3 and 4. That's that timing window that he's been looking for. When he can come in, catch Hope off guard, a little bit more of a standstill where he's got momentum. See it again here, another solid challenge. Jagrr with a counterattack. Hope has just been able to collect these boosts and really stave off Jagr's counterattacks better this game.
Jagrr will be able to get 1 goal on the board with 40 seconds left to go. Doesn't look like it's going to amount to much, but Jagrr might prove me wrong again. At the very least, start winding down the goals. Let's see what's going to happen with these last 40 seconds. Hope very, very favored to win. However, it is Rocket League. There's a very, very slight chance, but I wouldn't bet on it.
I mean, we saw it last game, though, from Jagrr. He was down by 3 with, you know, about a minute left or so. And he put a really solid comeback there. But not being able to score off of that kickoff possession, I mean, Hope's just going to try and look to burn the clock, make Jagrr go early, and just try to keep control, kind of just dribble it around. Hope doesn't even want to play for more goals. She just wants to play to burn this clock out, not let Jagrr have any opportunities. And just control this. Takes it to her corner now. I mean, Jagr's just got to send himself with everything he's got, but
well played by Hope.
just won't be enough here as this clock is winding down. Hope will win this series 3-2.
The North Eugene Highlander
absolutely
takes
well played.
Sorry to keep cutting you off. The North Eugene Highlander takes it 3-2 over the Wilsonville Wildcat.
No, all good.
Very, very entertaining series for our first show match of the summer.